Don't you think you've seen enough? Oh, it's you guys. Welcome back. You're here and I'm queer, and I hope you don't mind what just happened. It's been quite hot here in Vegas, and Winston wanted to cool down. I hope you guys don't mind, but I need to make this quick. I need to get myself ready for the opera tonight, as I am to conduct business with two gentlemen there, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with Pierre and Larson. Aside from meeting those fools, I do enjoy the opera myself. I do want to be ready, however, and not arrive at a party empty-handed. And of course, I can't leave without my accessories. Why don't you all come with me to get ready? I think it will be a feast for your eyes. I guess before we start, I do want to put on a good show. And recently I have been enjoying watching childhood cartoons and TV shows, although sometimes they are hard or almost impossible to find because the shows are either way too obscure or old, or they're just not available in my area. So that's when Surfshark VPN comes in handy. Let me enlighten you to the world of online privacy. A VPN masks your online activity so you can surf the web knowing your information is kept private. Surfshark helps you secure yourself online. It will keep your location and download history private by encrypting it. I definitely recommend it too when you are using public Wi-Fi. You just can't go wrong with extra security. Sometimes before I make a purchase, I change my country's location with Surfshark, and occasionally I'll find myself getting better deals. And with Surfshark VPN, I can travel the world virtually with just one click. Like I said, I have been watching nostalgic shows while working on my dolls. Those shows are not always available in my country. But with Surfshark VPN, I can scour different countries' TV shows and movies. I was able to find my childhood dramas and cartoons when I switched my IP address to Korea or even Japan. With Surfshark's 30-day money-back guarantee, you can try it out without hesitation. Check them out through the link in my description below. With my code Hextian, you'll get 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. Thank you again to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. Now let's go ahead and get started. So for Lara Croft, I will be using these two dolls. That is going to be Wonder Woman's head and her body. I really just love this face mold. I feel like it has stronger features than this face mold. For me, because we're making the original classic Lara, I feel like it's apropos to do that. I will be cutting into her arm. We're gonna add some rotation into it. Because right now she's just doing this, right? So when we add the rotation, she can do this. And 360. I think that will be key, and I think it'll be more incognito because we are giving her opera length gloves anyway. Wish me luck. Oh, this one we have to be careful. Okay. This is the Wonder Woman head with the Tomb Raider body. This is the same exact hybrid formula that I did with my previous Lara Croft doll. This is my version of the unified Lara Croft. If you guys have not seen this video, I will link it over here in the iCard. This is one of my favorite dolls that I've ever made. So I have been wanting to make this doll for quite a long time, and for that, I will be sculpting the dress. Yes, 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 I know. So I'm happy to say that I have invested into hopefully not giving my hands cramps again. That hurts. But I finally bit the bullet. I'm a little scared. I feel like there's a lot of things that can go wrong. I'm nervous. The house down boots. Let's go for maybe number 2. Yeah, I don't like how that's such a thick cut. I have just changed it to this blade. I am absolutely scared. Ching! You know, it's very, very scary. Okay, let's do this. Okay, thinner. There we have it. Oh my god. I mean, No cramping, but my heart has been dropping every time I touch it. Cuts a lot thinner, which is great. Not clean, but maybe that's just because of my technique, because I'm so scared of it. I just realized this is not like your regular doll, and it's actually hollow. Yeah. I gotta figure it out. You got... Oh no! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Wow, you can really dance. We're learning as we go. Oh my god, you guys, I am sweating the house down boots. I'm a little bit annoyed. I didn't want to like paint the skin if I didn't have to, you know? And now we're gonna have to. God darn it. But it did what it needed to do. We need to fill in the holes in here. There are holes in there. Let's mix our equal parts together. Because her arms is actually hollow and it's not made out of rubber, like not solid rubber like the other dolls that I did this technique to, now it's gonna be a little bit difficult for the drill to really adhere to it, and it might not even be completely right and perfect. So that's my only gripe with this being a hollow arm. It will still definitely work out in the end. It's just that the rubber has more flexibility, like literally, with the drilling and also the screw that we're gonna put in. So it's a little bit better. It has more give, if anything. Now let's go ahead and start drilling, and I'm just taking my hand drill first to break through the surface, and then I will move on to my electric drill. So you just want to make sure it's deep enough. This is the same hanger bolts that I used for my Bratz customs, my Tweevils, and all of that. So this is how it looks. And honestly, you could probably find alternatives to this one. This is just the ones that I have been working with. And I am continuously finding alternatives though. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. If this arm was made out of rubber, the rubber would just hold on to the screws a lot better and a lot tighter. This one, obviously, it still works, it's still perfect, but there is a little bit of like fear in me that it will just fall off because it is kind of, I mean, it's made out of clay, like epoxy clay, so it's not gonna be, there's no flexibility. It can definitely crack and just wear off over time. So you just kind of want to be careful with posing it. We have rotation, which is really, really cool. I am obsessed with it. I've been kind of playing around. I put her heels on to kind of see, and I really love the articulation of her knees, and I kind of just, oh my god. I feel like I should retain as much flexibility with her. So I just had a whole panic mode because I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I reached out to Heather, Miss Deluxe Designs, again. I was like, I have this very, very last minute idea and I need it now in like the next 5 or 1 week. So I'm just hoping it gets here on time. I'm just gonna go ahead and work on the body modification like planned. I really like adding the hip panels to a doll, like the extra hips, because it really tricks our eyes visually into making it seem like the doll is wearing a corset. So I like adding this to some of my dolls for a more structured silhouette. When the original Tomb Raider came out, I was a little too young to appreciate it, and also because it was so hard. Tomb Raider in general, the classic ones, is just puzzles on puzzles on puzzles. I feel like we need to let them know that we miss the confident Lara Croft. We miss the gymnastics. At least I do. Because of how dolls are made, they don't really have a cleavage per se, like a pushed together cleavage. So that's just kind of what I'm trying to achieve with this one. Not necessarily making the assets bigger, but I'm just adding enough so there's more cleavage action. Comment down below, what is your favorite Tomb Raider game, a favorite level? What is your favorite Lara Croft look? For me, it really is Legend. I know it got a lot of criticism from the classic fans, especially Zip and Alistair, but I honestly did not mind them. Like the banter that they had, I thought was really, really cool. Let's go and sand her. I totally hate doing this, but it is very, very necessary. I want to work on Miss Lara's hair. I was thinking of plucking some hair, because when you put something in a ponytail, the ponytail is going to be really thick. It's just way too chunky and it doesn't look right, really. I want to give her the vintage Barbie ponytail technique, which means her entire head is bald, but only the perimeter of her head is rooted. She is bald in the middle, but her ponytail is still really, really thick. Let's just say she's not giving what she's supposed to give. We're gonna reroute with yarn. I love it. I love when things go wrong. I was rerouting her head, and I thought I was spacing it out very, very well. I have split her hairline. This whole hairline is open. I think, you know what? I'm over it. I want you guys to know that I tried my very best to not go the wig route, her nylon hair or whatever the hell. I tried to reroute her with yarn. We're going back to classic. We're going back to the wig method. I'm gonna go ahead and repair this. I'm gonna use my plastic bonder. This one gets tacky in like 15 minutes. And now it's time to prepare the yarn to make hair wefts. I've done this so many times, and you guys may go check out my wig videos. Just type in Hextian doll wigs, or I'll put it in the iCard as well, so you guys can see more detailed tutorial. I just got this thumb guard thingy, because my hands has been in pain recently. I'm just trying not to use my thumb as much. Oh my god, this actually hurts, like right now. I think this should be enough. I have finished with her wig cap also, so that one is ready. Now let's start making her wig. It's definitely something that I am dreading. For some reason, the more simple hairstyles are a lot difficult to achieve, just because you want everything to look clean, you want everything to look effortless, but it definitely takes a lot of effort to execute a clean, like, simple wig, you know? Because if I was to make a Rococo wig, like a Marie Antoinette wig, it would have been so much easier, honestly. But this was definitely one of the hardest wigs that I've ever done. Okay, so even though we are using yarn, which is very, very thin, it is still very, very thick when I put it as a ponytail. It's very poofy of a ponytail, so I think I'm pretty much done with it. I just need to finesse it a little bit. You can kind of see the blend of the red, brown in there. This one's definitely really, really nice. And it's actually very close to the rerouted hair. I ended up just giving her the same exact bald Barbie technique in the very end. You can't really tell as much, but the ponytail is a lot thinner and it is a little bit better than what we had going on before. However, the braid is actually kind of short, so I actually just braided additional hair in there to make it longer. At first, I wasn't really sure what to do with the front of her hair. I knew that she was gonna have this piece hanging in front, but I ended up just kind of curling her hair out and just making kind of like a romantic curl, so it's a little bit more dressed up than your typical Lara Croft hairstyle. I think I am pretty much done with her wig. It is looking really, really good. I may want to add wire inside so you can like pose it. And now it's time to paint her skin, and as you can see, I have mixed all of these colors together to create a possible match, and I think I was pretty close. I did make it a little bit lighter just so I can transition her body onto her face a little bit better, which is what I mentioned earlier. So it's just a little bit lighter. I kept the warmth into her skin tone though, because like I said, I kind of like Lara being warmer tone and not completely like pale or anything. And after like so many layers, I sprayed her body with Mr. Super Clear. As you can see now, it is completely matte. And now I am body blushing, body contouring, shadowing, you know, all of that. You guys know I kind of get carried away with my body blushing, but it is what it is. It's what I do. I love body blushing. I love blush. So yeah, I'm over here kind of sculpting her cleavage a little bit better, just to really emphasize her dual pistols. I really wish that I body blushed the original Lara Croft doll that I made, because that one was supposed to be more like the adventure Lara Croft. Like she's out and about, I mean, I literally made her clothes dirty and her motorcycle dirty, but then her skin wasn't dirty, which I have gotten comments about that. So in hindsight, I should have body blushed and contoured her as well, but here we are. We have received something from the mail, and that is from Miss Deluxe Designs. She is the heroine of today's video. Let me put it on her so we can see the moment, the vibe. Okay, the neckline is giving. I definitely want to add some sort of like wire inside of it to really sculpt it. It's kind of giving me Guopé or Mugler vibes. It has a really, really grand like Met Gala train, which I'm definitely going to cut and trim. Unfortunately, we went for a pleather fabric. This is a matte pleather fabric. It's Lara Croft. She's very tactical and she's ready for battle. She would wear something that is very formal in a very, very sporty, tactical material. Oh my god, the studio is a hot freaking mess, and I hate it. I hate it. I spared you guys me sewing this. My hand was flaming. Look at it. We still need to work on some accessories, but I think now we can move on to the face repaint. Of course, we're gonna start by removing the factory paint with acetone, or you may also use nail polish remover if you'd like. With my watercolor pencils, I start out by sketching the features that I want this doll to have, and of course, I want her to be very, very classic Lara. This is not even an amalgamation of anything. This is definitely referencing a lot of classic Lara Croft media, Lara Croft models, in-game, renders, movies, Angelina Jolie, like all of that. So I just really wanted this to look very classic, very strong, and just very confident Lara Croft, with an elegant twist because she's going to the opera. I thought I was gonna get this video out before the 14th because that is Lara's birthday and that is the date that the video game comes out, the remaster, but alas, we are on February 16th. It's been 2 days, but it's been really, really fun. I am starting at the very, very first game. They did include the modern controls, but I don't think they work with the platforming of Tomb Raider. You have to be so precise with your jumps and like everything needs to be calculated. It is kind of crazy, like the difference between like the gaming today and the gaming before, because like there was no maps, there was no actual tutorial, there was no directions, there's no anything. I think that's why Anniversary made it a little bit easier, because you can go to her diary and like read her thoughts, and she kind of will give you a hint. As you can see, I gave her a smirking face because I feel like that is very, very classic Lara Croft. very just, she's like, okay, like very just confident and almost like sarcastic in a way, but also very serious. And for some reason, this actually took longer to figure out like the proper arch of the eyebrows. And yeah, but I think in the end it looks really, really great. I'm over here just blushing everything to really match her body because I blushed her body. We want to make sure that we are contouring and adding details to the face so it doesn't look flat. Like my original Lara Croft doll, I'm also giving her a hairline treatment. Over here, I'm just drawing on some hairlines. I feel like this really adds to a little bit of realism into it, and it actually blends in with her wig a lot better. So I really, really like it. And this is definitely very beneficial for Lara Croft because she often is depicted with a widow's peak, and also for characters that have a very, very distinct hairline. Actually doing the hairline will be very beneficial for achieving the look that you want. My version of toning down the look and the overall glam is by drawing on the lashes instead of using 3D lashes. Now I do want to give her 2 hand poses. Obviously this doll comes with the holding something pose. So I collaborated with Gothic Zombie on Instagram, who is an amazing 3D artist, to create some delicate and elegant hand poses. So I'm really, really happy to be working with them again. We're gonna paint it black so she can have some delicate, elegant gloves. I'm just taking my black acrylic paint to paint on the hands. I think this will look really, really good, and it's gonna look like actual gloves in a delicate way. And let's do the same exact thing with the doll's original hands. I got these 1/6 dual pistols online, and I believe they are a perfect scale for Miss Lara Croft. They look absolutely amazing, although I do want to add silver on top of it. So I'm just taking my UV resin and also metallic pigments to create that silver metal look. In the video, it looked like Lara was wearing black ballet flats, but I think it was supposed to be stilettos, I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna give her these Model Muse pumps, and I'm painting them in black. And of course, yes, she will be wearing some red bottoms. So I think I'm pretty much done with all the major things. I just gave her like a high-waisted underwear so that, because you can kind of see her skin underneath, you know, for safety. I made her gloves off camera. I just chose this patent leather fabric. She's wearing a leather dress. She's wearing leather gloves. Hello, it's tactical. So I made her holsters over here. I know you can't really tell they're holsters. I actually gave her 2 guns. The hands that the doll originally came with, I ended up gluing the guns to it. They actually cracked the gel top coat that I would put to make it really shiny. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give her 2 pairs of guns. One she's holding, one without holding it. Now let's dress her up.